Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, children. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, beta. Good evening, Lakshita. Good evening, Bhavesh. How are you? How are you, children?
Fine.
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also good. Okay. Right. So, did you do yesterday's homework? I had asked you to, yes, Lakshita has shown me the homework on WhatsApp. Yes, Bhavesh, did you do yesterday's sum? I told you to make 5 triangles and take the sum of the two sides. Done? No, why?
I'll do.
You do today? So take the sum of the two sides and check whether it is less than or greater than the third side. Okay, and tell me what you find. Okay, Lakshita, what you found? And you unmute yourself first.
The sum of the two sides is greater than the third side.
Yes, you always found that the sum of the two sides is greater than the third side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bhavesh, you also do and you tell me what you find. Okay, what do you observe in that, right? Okay, today I'll give you some questions and you will do that, right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Let me see who does that first. Okay, this is your page. Let me write the question. Okay. Now see, this is the figure made here. Okay. The figure, I was just making the figure now, just before the class. Okay, this is a figure here. Now you have to name these figures.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I cannot see the screen, ma'am. Did you share your screen?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't share the screen.
Oh.
That's my mistake. I forgot to share the screen. I'm sharing now. Yes. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in this case, you have to identify which are these angles. Okay?
What?
That I'm telling you. Whether these angles are acute, obtuse, right angle, reflex angle, what kind of angle that you have to mention. Okay, name these angles as acute. You have to name these angles. Name these angles. Okay, you have to name here whether it's acute, obtuse, or what it is. Name these angles as acute, obtuse, reflex, or straight angles. Okay. Right, children? Okay. Now see the angles QOY. Now what is QOY? This point, center point is O. Okay. This is Q. Can you see the figure? QOY. This angle Q, O, and Y. What angle is this? Among these categories, what angle?
Acute angle.
Yes,
Acute angle.
acute angle. Very good. Okay. Then next, Bhavesh, you tell me what is angle YOP? YO, and this is P here.
Girls, obtuse.
Yes, absolutely right. That's correct. Okay, let's obtuse angle. Okay. Okay. Next, Lakshita now. You tell me angle ROX.
Obtuse, ma'am.
Reflex.
Obtuse.
See here, ROX. Actually, this line is not going straight, but made this 90-degree angle.
Right angle, ma'am.
Yes, so this is right angle. That's my drawing actually. Having the line has not gone straight on this.
Okay.
Okay. Now angle QOX. Bhavesh, your turn. QOX. Q is here, O is here, and X is here. What angle is this?
It's acute.
Huh? This angle QOX.
QX.
See, you can see this angle here. Actually, you are looking from this side, no? See from here. The Q, yes. 1 second. Yes, take this angle. From here, QOX. If I take this larger angle here, what is this now?
Yeah.
This. Take this.
It's obtuse. Obtuse.
What?
Obtuse.
No.
It's a reflex angle.
Yes, it's more than 180 degrees, no? So this will be reflex angle. Yes, Bhavish?
Yes, ma'am.
Reflex. Okay, reflex angle. Okay, now next one you tell me POQ. P is here, O and Q. Which angle is POQ?
Ma'am.
Yes?
Is it me, ma'am?
Yes, yes, please.
Oh, straight angle, ma'am.
Yes, that's a straight angle. POQ is a straight angle. Very nice. Okay. Now you do one more thing. You do it in your notebooks now. Okay. Just an estimate of make an angle, any acute angle in your notebook. Any acute angle, any obtuse angle in your notebooks. Do it. Then make a straight angle, make a right angle. Okay. You have to make it in your notebooks. Make it in your notebook. Okay. With pencil and scale. And you have to write there which angle is that. If you're making acute, then write acute. If you're making obtuse, then write obtuse. Just a rough sketch of that. Okay. Do that by the time I'm writing another question. You do that. I'm just writing the question.
I'm done with the first question, ma'am. The second question, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Can you show me the fourth one? Like I cannot see. Ma'am, I cannot see the fourth question.
Okay.
Can you
You
scroll?
first, okay, you first show me your second question. Show me your notebook. Okay, that's acute angle, obtuse angle. Show me another page. Okay, right angle, straight angle. Very good, Lakshita. That's nice. Yes, Bhavesh, done? Lakshita, wait for question number 4. This I have to explain first. Okay? I have to explain this first. Bhavesh, done? Bring it closer, show it closer, bring it closer to the camera. Hold it right in front of the camera. It's not, can't see this. Hold it in front of the camera, beta. Unable to see. Yes, now I can see that's a right angle. Show me another one. Yes, I've seen this. Show me
All
another one.
angles are down. All angles are down.
See your camera is focusing only on the right angle. Show me others also. Yes. Yes. Yes, this is right angle. Show me more.
And they're Ma'am, they are all below of the.
You have made all of them in one figure,
Yes, ma'am.
but I can see only one right angle here.
So maybe my screen is clear.
See, all you had to make on a separate one, okay? Look here, Bhavish. You have to make a separate, okay? Like this, suppose you are making a acute angle like this. So this you have to show acute angle, right? So if you are making a obtuse angle, you have to show like this, right? Like this on different figures, obtuse. Right? If it is straight angle, then you have to show like this. It's a straight angle, right? If it is right angle, you have to show separately like this, right angle. Are you getting me? Yes, Navish?
Yes, ma'am.
Like this you have to show. So do it. Okay. Okay, now look here, children, both of you. Bhavish, you can do it later on. First listen to this. Okay, now see question number 3. What are the types of triangles on the basis of their sides? So you have to name these triangles on the basis of their sides. See, we have discussed about triangles, no? Scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, is it? Did we do that? We
Yes,
had done in our geometrical ideas chapter, basic geometrical ideas, in that we had done about different type of triangles. Okay, so on the basis of their sides, you have to identify this. Now, in this triangle, look here. See these, I have these lines which I have made, no, these small lines. This is showing that all the 3 sides are equal. This is showing that 2 sides are equal. This is angle is showing something. Okay. And here we can see that there is no equality among the sides. So what do you think about this triangle? What triangle is this?
Scale triangle, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely right. So I'll write the name here. That's scalene triangle. Okay, Bhavesh, you tell me which is the next triangle.
Ma'am, it's equilateral triangle.
Very good. Okay, that's equilateral because I've marked here that means showing the sides. That's equilateral. The name of this kind of triangle is equilateral triangle. Okay, Lakshita, tell me what is this?
Isosceles triangle.
Isosceles. Okay. Isosceles triangle. Bhavesh, tell me what is this one? What is this triangle, beta? Yes, Bhavesh. You can see this in the center. What does this mean when we write this?
It's an angle.
Right.
Yes. So don't be afraid of saying the answer. Okay. Right angled triangle. This is right angled triangle. Or you can even say right triangle. Okay. Right angled triangle also you can say, or right triangle also. Because there is a right angle in the center. Okay. Now coming to this 4th part. Okay, please listen carefully. I have to explain you this first. Now see, this was not there in our chapter, but yesterday I had explained you about quadrilaterals. Is it? Yesterday I explained you about quadrilaterals.
Yes, ma'am.
Although this was not in your chapter NCERT one. So let's talk about parallelogram. I want to tell you first, introduce you to a kind of special kind of quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. Okay, why do we call it a parallelogram? Now see, one by one I will discuss all. Parallelogram is, parallelogram is this type of figure. Okay, I'm just making a rough sketch of this. It's this type of figure. If I write the name here, A, B, C, D. Okay, it's this type of figure. Now, in this parallelogram, we have opposite sides are always equal. Okay, opposite sides are always equal. This side will be equal to this side, and this side will be equal to this side. Okay, these are the opposite sides which are facing each other, and this is the another set of opposite sides which is facing each other. So opposite sides are always equal in parallelogram. Okay, and what about diagonals? Now see here, these are the diagonals. Diagonals mean when you join the opposite uh, vertices. Okay, oh, the slide has gone like straight like this. Okay, so the diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means they cut each other into two equal parts. Okay, the bisects diagonals bisect one another. Are you getting? Are you understanding? That means the
Yes.
bisect diagonals. This diagonal BD is cutting by AC into two equal parts, and diagonal AC is cutting BD diagonal into two equal parts. Are you understanding, Lakshita and Bhavesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And one more thing. Okay. This, you can see this angle is acute angle, is it? Yes. And
Yes,
this
ma'am.
angle is obtuse angle. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You can notice this. And here also you can see this angle is obtuse angle. And this angle is acute angle. This angle is acute. This angle is obtuse. This angle is obtuse. This angle is acute. Okay. So what do I observe here? That if I add these two angles, acute and obtuse, I get the sum to be, if I add these two, I get the sum to be 180 degrees, you know. Okay. And same thing goes here. If I add this and this, the sum will be 180 degrees. If I add this obtuse angle and this acute angle. And if I add this obtuse angle and this acute angle, it will again be 180 degrees. If I add this angle and this angle, it will again be 180 degrees. Are you getting? Can you see the magic?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it interesting? Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what do we observe? That the opposite angles are also equal. This acute angle is equal to this acute angle. And this obtuse angle is equal to this obtuse angle. Okay. See, there's so much of magic is there in parallelogram, isn't that? So, what did we study about parallelogram? अभी हमने क्या पढ़ा? What did we study about parallelogram? Let's note them down.
They have parallel sides.
Yes, we'll write them one by one. You should also write them in your notebooks. Okay. First of all, we studied that opposite sides are parallel and they are equal also. Yes. Okay. Opposite sides are, you can also note down, Bhavish. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Yes, we studied this. This is parallel also. And these are equal. So you can make the figure also of a parallelogram. Please make the figure of a parallelogram. Wherever you are writing in your notebook, please make a figure also like this. Okay. These are two acute angles. These are two obtuse angles like this. Okay. And the diagonals are like this. So you can write here, this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, right? And diagonals bisect each other. That means diagonals are cut into equal parts. You can make this figure as A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, and the center is named as O. Okay. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. Then what did we study? The diagonals. Okay, we studied about the diagonals also. Diagonals bisect each other. What do you mean by bisect? Bisect means cutting into two equal parts. Bisect means making it into two equal parts. Okay. making it into two equal parts. Diagonals bisect each other. That means one diagonal is bisecting the other diagonal. Okay, and the first diagonal is bisecting the second one, and the second diagonal is bisecting the first one. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. What else did we study in this? What about angles? We studied that the adjacent angles.
Opposite.
Yes, opposite angles are equal then. Okay. So about angles, we studied that opposite angles are equal. Okay. Then what else we studied? That the sum of the angles on one side, we call these angles which have a common arm between them. Look here, everyone, both of you, please look here. Pay attention. Look here, Lakshita, Bhavesh. See, there is a common arm between these two angles. Okay, this is an angle, this is an angle. The common arm between the two angles is AD here, and between these two angles, the common arm is this. Okay, so those angles which have a common arm between them, we call these angles as adjacent angles. Okay, adjacent angles. The ones which are facing each other are opposite angles, is it? The angles which are side by side are called adjacent angles. Okay, right? The ones which are facing each other, they are opposite, and the ones which are side by side, they are adjacent. Okay, they are holding the arm, no? See, they are holding their arm, they are side by side. They are holding their arms. How do the two friends walk? They hold their arm and they walk. Is it? So that's adjacent. And opposite, if somebody is talking to you, he's standing in front of you and he's talking. So that's opposite. You're face to face. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So angle A is opposite to angle C. But angle A is adjacent with angle D and angle B. Yes? It's
Yes, ma'am.
adjacent with D and it's adjacent with D. That means A is friends with D and A is friends with D also. Okay? But C is a stranger to it because this is right opposite of this. Okay? Yes, got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So opposite angles are equal. And adjacent angles are, we say they are supplementary, but I will write here sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. Okay, you can write that. The sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. Okay. Right? Did you understand, both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Bhavesh, what about you? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So this was about parallelogram. Okay. This was about parallelogram. Now we'll discuss about square also. There is another quadrilateral, that's a square. Now you all have been studying about square from your junior class, no? Maybe from third, fourth, you must have studied it. You must have heard about square at least. Okay, square is this kind of a figure, like this. Is it? It's like this. Okay, so now see, let's talk about square. In the square, we all know, oh, this figure is not looking like a square. Okay. Okay, see here, children. Now suppose this is a square figure whose sides are A, B, C, and D. Okay. So in a square, what do we know? We know that all sides of a square are equal. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know that? Okay.
Yes.
And we also know that the opposite sides are parallel also.
Yes, ma'am.
Opposite sides are equal also. All sides are equal in fact, but opposite sides are parallel also. Then one more thing we know about square is that at the vertex, there is angle 90 degree which is made here. Okay. At every vertex, the angle made is right angle. Right? Okay. So please note down the properties of this. All sides are equal in a square. All sides are equal. Okay, this we are talking about square. All sides are equal. Opposite sides are parallel. It has all properties of parallelogram only. Okay, opposite sides are parallel. Okay, and what else did we study? Angles at the vertex. All angles are right angles. It has 4 angles and all angles are right angles. All angles are right angles. Okay. And if I have to speak about the diagonals, you know how are the diagonals here? The diagonals are, they make 90 degree angle. Okay. The diagonals make 90 degree angle at the center. Okay. So diagonals cut each other, making 90 degree angles at the center. Diagonals, about diagonals you can write, diagonals make 90 degree angle with each other. With each other. Yes? Yes, children. Bhavesh, where are you? Okay. So you can see here that square also has properties like that of a parallelogram. Okay. Here all sides are equal, but only thing here was opposite sides were equal. Okay. And here opposite sides are parallel. In parallelogram also opposite sides were parallel also. And here it's saying all angles are right angles. Okay, all angles are right angles. Diagonals make 90 degree angle with each other at the center. Okay, at the center. Right? Lakshita, Bhavesh, I hope you have understood this.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If you haven't understood, then please ask. I'll let you know again.
Okay.
Understood this? Okay, so today we'll discuss only about parallelogram and square. Okay, so by the time you can go through this at home, okay, revise the properties of this, and rectangle and trapezium will take up tomorrow.
Ma'am, is that given in textbook, those square and
This?
parallel?
No, this is not given in textbook. Okay, that's why I told you to note it down. This is not in your textbook. Okay, you won't find this in the chapter. Okay, Lakshita, you won't
Okay.
find this in the chapter. This I have told you from my side. Okay. Okay. Now I want to have you written this?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I scroll down? Bhavesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay. So we'll discuss about rectangle, trapezium in tomorrow's class. Okay. We won't take all properties in one day. Okay. So first you be thorough with these two figures, then we'll take up the rest of the other one. Okay. Oh, what's the time is 5:10. Okay, beta, the class time is over now. Today is Thursday, right? Yes, the class time is over. I want you to take one more. Okay, you take one question for homework. Yes. So your homework for today is to revise these properties. Okay, revise about parallelogram and square. Okay, to revise the properties of parallelogram and square and take a question for homework. That is, I'm writing here. Okay, I'm writing here. Please note down. Draw 5 triangles. Draw 5 triangles and measure. It's like yesterday's sum, and measure their sides. Draw 5 triangles and measure their sides.
First question.
Verify that the difference of the lengths of any two sides is less than the third side. Is less than the third side. Okay. Is
That's
less
it.
than- Huh?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this question is for homework, and what else is the homework? To revise whatever we studied about parallelogram and square. Okay, will you do that?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Lakshita? To revise.
Okay,
Yes?
ma'am. I didn't write the question.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, please write. So you revise about parallelogram and square and do this question. Please note down the question, Bhavesh, you also. Draw 5 triangles and measure their sides. Verify that the difference of the lengths of
I did it.
two sides
I
is
did it.
less than the third side.
I did it.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And can you show the third question?
Third question, which third question? The upper one.
The triangle.
Okay, just a second. Lakshita, written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done, no? I'm scrolling now. This question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You're noting this down?
Yes, ma'am.
These are the different types of triangles. Based on their sides, you have to identify them. Okay? Okay, Bhavesh,
I'm
done?
done. I'm done, ma'am.
Okay, children. So please revise. This is your homework for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Have a good day.
Bye, beta. Thank you, beta. You too. Bye, Biche.
Ma'am.
Bye, beta.
Bye, ma'am.